So thank you for stopping by. This video is mainly related to how Delhiites can get together and make an organic food market and have, when I say market, I mean have presence in a lot of upmarket areas first to start off with, because here I am actually focusing primarily on the urban gardeners, people who have big large areas in which they live, and they're probably not using those areas in the most efficient manner so as to make a food produce out of it. I'm sure a lot of you are doing it, and I'm not targeting anybody here. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of people are also not doing it, mainly because of the fact that their income from other several sources is huge and humongous, so they're least bothered. So that is okay. You don't need to personally engage in urban farming, urban gardening, whatever you want to call it. When I say urban farming, I mean trying to grow as much produce as possible. Could be fruits, veggies, or anything else. We can't really produce too much wheat or rice because paddy fields and wheat actually requires a lot of land. So let's just take that out of the equation for the moment. So before I start off, I would like to show you what is there in front of your screen. Let me just take a few moments and explain something to you. So this is my first experiment. I've obviously, you can see, I obviously had a look at a couple of videos. In fact, I have a habit of researching a lot in my free time, whenever I'm probably not working in office or I'm kind of traveling wherein I'm not actually driving. So the fact is, you can see the roots kind of grew, and honestly I use this same medium, which is coco peat. There's absolutely nothing else behind this first layer of coco peat. In fact, it is all of the material that or rather the medium of growing in this container, which is more like a, I think I got it while I purchased mushrooms. So this is more like just coco peat. There's nothing else. I have not even put any liquid natural fertilizer, the homemade slurry that I create. I have not put anything, just mainly because of the fact that first of all you need these roots basically. So you have to ensure that you put so basically when you have this garlic in front of you, so I tried this experiment only after having a look at several videos. It was easy because I guess I've been doing it for now 3-4 months. So I just not really dipped, but kind of inserted this in this medium, which is coco peat, and obviously sprayed some water. So when I sprayed some water, the fact is that you can have a look, it's just been 2 to 3 days, and look at the kind of growth the roots have had. Now you're gonna ask me, so this is basically the way you generally put your garlic on the table. Okay, so it's like this, goes like this. So you have to actually put the upper end of garlic beneath, right into the potting medium, growing medium. So what happens is, after 2 to 3 days, this is what happens. You can see beautiful, just have a look at the beautiful root system it has developed on its own. I only put water once in it because coco peat has this habit of retaining water. So just have a look at how beautiful it has grown, and the whiter your roots are, the healthier they are. When I say white, I don't mean simply white. Obviously I mean to say they got to be, just have a look, they got to be tight and not frail, of course. So they are tight and they're white basically, and that rhymed anyway. So the point here is, you gotta have roots like these, and then you can put it inside of the soil, inside of a pot filled with soil. So this is what I also wanted to tell you. So after experimenting with one piece of garlic, I think it's called a clove or something. So anyway, the part is key, after pulling out one little tiny part of garlic, I put all of it in the same medium, which is coco peat, and eventually what I'm going to do now is wait for 2 to 3 more days and put all of these together with this little guy, so that I end up getting the produce of garlic. Let's say even if I am able to put 5 to 6 out of these, and let's say 6 total in all into a pot which is filled with soil, of course. So I'm going to get 5 to 6 garlics, of course, in due course of time. I think it takes about 30 to 50 days, something like that. So anyway, I'm going to share that update with you as well, so that you get an idea of how you can produce your own garlic without really spending a single penny on it. Anyway, so what I was trying to, let me put this aside and get back to the main topic of the video, which is of course that how we get Delhiites can get together and make an organic food market in all major locales of Delhi. When I say locales, I mean the upmarket areas, I mean good markets. And when I say good markets, you would be thinking like how the hell मैं दुकान कैसे लूँगा? How am I going to have a shop in an area which is a market? No, you don't have to worry about all of that. Why I am saying this is because you have to first of all site out places where vegetables are sold. Okay, so now you have your own vehicle, right? I'm sure most of us living in Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, etc., these kind of cities, we already have our vehicles. So when you have your vehicles, you can start off by selling your produce straight out from your vehicle. All you gotta do is probably have somebody by your side, a domestic help, a driver, anything you have. Okay, or you can also hire somebody part-time and give that person money, or depending on whatever your budget is. Let's say for example that person works for you for like 4 to 6 hours whenever you go and visit a market area and take your organic produce out there in the upmarket area in your car, and there's a guy with you, or there's a woman with you, there's a girl with you, whoever is supporting, giving you back-end support. Alright, so you can give that person 200, 300, 500, whatever your budget is. And because trust me, this is the best way of doing it, because आपको पता है कि these hawkers, रेडियाँ, जो रेडियाँ कहते हैं हम हिंदी में, तो रेडियो में भी तो लोग ले लेके घूम ही रहे होते हैं. But this is a more sophisticated way of doing it. In fact, I was thinking that you and us, if we get together, we can also have great ideas being produced out of our own minds, such as when you are going out there with your produce in your car. Let's say your produce in your car is worth 5,000 rupees or 3,000 rupees. Let's take it as minimum as possible. Let's say you're going to sell something which is going to give you 2,000 rupees, okay, and you sell it only 6 to 8 times in a month. Okay, even if you sell it 6 times, you are getting free 12 to 15,000 rupees. Let's say 12,000. Even if you get 10,000 rupees after subtracting all your expenses, why not? Why isn't this such a great option? I mean, I'm asking you. Of course, I think it's a great option. Even if you get a side income of just 10,000 rupees under the kind of pandemic-ridden circumstances we are going through, I think an excess income of 10 to 15, 20,000 rupees just by working for 15 hours in the whole month, I think it's a great idea. And if your produce is great, let's say, as I wanted to suggest, you go with your produce into the market to make sales, you should probably have a sort of a sticker or something which you can put. I think it's called I'm not able to recall the name. This standee. Yeah. So you basically can get your standee and whatever you want to write on it, the organically produced, excellent health benefits, and no chemicals used, etc. You can put that on your standee and just put it by the side of your car while you open up your boot where the produce is kept for sales. So you're actually not spending anything on creating a shop sort of a scenario. It's no big deal, because if you go stand right there with the other people selling other hawkers selling their food, I think it's no big deal. I mean, you can try it. I'm going to try it. So anyway, what I'm going to tell you now is the advantages and benefits of doing this. So if we all get together, we can have a bigger sales network. So the other way of making sales is online, of course, through WhatsApp groups, through Facebook groups, through Instagram stuff and Twitter, etc. Social media. That's what I mean. So if we all get together, let's say to start off with 20 of us get together, so we can share numbers of the people who we know, or we can create a group out of our network. So if somebody is selling mushroom, the other one is selling tomatoes, everything organic, of course, nothing inorganic. So we can together help each other, augment the whole business together, each other's business basically, and help it grow. So the second advantage is, as we grow together, that will eventually mean greater profits. That will eventually mean a bigger footprint in the area of Delhi, and trying to make not just ourselves but even Delhi as a city self-sufficient as far as food is concerned, as far as growing food is concerned. So greater profits is not I'm not trying to make you mean or make you selfish by suggesting you that there will be greater profits, but I'm actually suggesting you that if you have greater profits, you can actually expand your business even quicker, or we can actually expand our business quicker, which will mean even more people coming into the footprint of consuming healthier organic food. All right, so let's get back down to the third benefit. So the chances of our group, if we get together, let's say 25 to start off with, 20 people, just 20 people in the beginning, 20 urban farmers get together, so we will have a very positive and popular impact across Delhi NCR, and there'll be many people who will join us, and there'll be a lot of people who will want to join us, but then eventually we'll have to have sort of benchmarks, and we'll have to go and do our inspections, and it's no big deal if there are 50 people together. If there are 25 people, as I said, let's take it as minimum as possible. Let's say take it as 10 people together working to start off with, so we can distribute work amongst ourselves, and eventually there'll be lesser workload, and then with time we'll have 10, 15, 25, 50 people together, and work anyways will go down. When I say work, I mean the clerical kind of work wherein we are going out to let's say to the fields, or let's say to the houses of the people who are producing their own food, or producing their own veggies and fruits. So we have to obviously make visits so as to ensure that the standards are met before we insert that person into our organic farmer kind of group, whatever we'll create. So the fourth point is, so we will eventually have a great impact in Delhi and NCR, making the lives of Delhi people healthier and happier. If you are healthy, you're of course happy, thus eventually generating repeat sales again with greater profits and with minimal efforts. Isn't that great? Yeah, I think so. So start commenting below in the comment section area, and let's start to connect together. I actually belong to an upmarket area in Delhi, and I think anybody can connect with me. I have no problems, nothing related to nothing to do with status. I'm just sharing what my status is, but I'm not elitist in nature, so anybody can connect with me. We can get together and make Delhi self-sufficient as far as food is concerned. I mean, even if we are able to make 10, 20, 30% of the Delhi self-sufficient in the next 1 to 2 years, I think it'll be sort of an achievement. Anyway, the fifth point is very connected to whatever I just said right now. Eventually Delhi will become self-reliant as far as producing food for oneself is concerned. Maybe not now, but if we take an initiative right now, Delhi will be self-sufficient maybe in the next 2 years, maybe 5 should be the upper limit. I do not have any doubts whatsoever that if we move swifter with quicker progress, we can in another 3 to 5 years fulfill the demands of the food demands, organic food demands. Basically, that's what I want to come to. Organic food demands of Delhi, and at least Delhi. Let's for now not consider NCR. Even though people from all across Delhi and NCR are welcome to join the group as soon as it is created. As I said, you guys have to put your comments in the comment section below, and I'll obviously reply as soon as possible and try to connect with each one of you personally, all those people who want to connect, of course. So even if you're able to make 75% of the Delhi self-sufficient in 3 years, I think it'll be a great feat, as I said. So that's what I wanted to share. Also the progress of this garlic clove, 1 Delhi of garlic basically that I pulled out of a big huge garlic. So and then eventually ended up pushing in the rest of the cloves in it. So guys, I'll keep you updated about this one, and do consider the proposal that I've made. I'm sure all of you are not all the urban gardeners, all the urban farmers are not producing each and everything that we have that the market consumes. So if we get together, if we connect together, I'm sure will be able to help each other with each other's network. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Until then, take care, God bless, and ensure that you keep happy and keep smiling.